I hope y'all got you already.
Well, everybody, that was the Winter Boys podcast.
We're fine.
No, he's
Been
laughing now.
going
Everybody
on and
heard
on
it. It
about
echoed.
doing it and then just no. Not even ready. What the hell?
No. I'm sorry, I was playing something for Glitch. Playing something for my Glitch here. Yeah.
These nuts.
Well, welcome to the Blender Boys podcast, folks. It's been too long. And certainly longer than my slong. I ain't working with a lot here.
Because
Solid
Hoss wanted a
5.
pork chop.
Hoss wanted pork chop. I have a dog and will not let it go that my dog loves pork chops. One day, I actually gave my dog a pork chop, and these fucking clowns lost their minds. I shit you not. By the way, everybody who is in here, make sure your audio is included.
Mine's included.
Okay, so, boy, I watched Weathering with you, and can I just say, I teared up a little bit. You boy ain't gonna lie, just a little bit. And I didn't cry, but I got a little misty-eyed at some parts of it. It was nice. It was good. It was a good little movie. There was a couple of things that like I wanted to know, like like what did his parents have to say to him at one point, and like just I don't know. There's just certain parts of it that I didn't exactly get, that they didn't explain too well. But other than that, I loved it. It was good. Like it wrapped everything up with a nice, neat little bow, and it was good. It wasn't like the ending of Sopranos or the ending of Air Gear's anime, not the manga, because the manga apparently goes on for a time because Jimmy told me that back in high school. But yeah, Air Gear. Oh god, dude, Air Gear. So they need to like pick Air Gear back up. Like they need to finish Air Gear. Like they didn't finish Kenichi's manga. They just got really far in the manga after the anime because they released it with like 12 OVAs, which was basically a hidden season 2 that I didn't even know existed. You guys have seen Kenichi, haven't you?
I have.
No.
Oh my god, Glitch, you're missing out. It's this karate anime Jimmy showed me back in high school where this kid gets his ass kicked and he like has a strong sense of justice to where like he can't leave anybody stranded or hurt, and he sees this girl getting accosted by these like villains who are trying to whoop her ass. He jumps in to try to whoop her, and after getting the shit kicked out of him for like a solid 3 minutes, she jumps in and goes, "Hold on, clown, let me save you." He just like whoops their ass like ninja style, dog. Like, turns out she's like some real Fist of the Fury bullshit. And she's like, "Look, I can see that you like to save people, but you don't like getting your ass kicked. Come to my dojo home, and I'm with these like 5 karate instructors who know different types of martial arts from all around the world, and they're gonna teach you these different types of martial arts. Like one's a street fighter. He's like a 7th Dan black belt or something, which means it's like you prestige 7 times into being a black belt. One's like a Chinese Kenpo teacher, like he knows like different types of Chinese martial arts. One's a weapons expert. The other one is Muay Thai, and he's known as the Muay Thai fist god of death or something. And he's the best character. His name is Opachai. He's the best. Papa, back me up on this, Opachai. Apa. It's good. It's definitely worth your time. Like Apachai and the weapons expert Shigure, like their little misadventures with that mouse is like half the reason to watch the show.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor.
It's good shit.
Reactor is a complex system. Start removing the fuel cells.
Alright. But yeah, I haven't been watching anything lately because my computer is poo and it won't really like load.
Well, I mean, not that anybody in here was using it for legal purpose, but Kiss Anime got shut down, so.
So.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Use that reactant to open a
Crunchyroll,
Keep fighting. Look,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Crunchyroll now. That's what I've been keeping up with Rent-A-Kana Joe on. Which, I mean, if you guys haven't seen Rent-A-Girlfriend, it is really fucking good. Like, really fucking good. Like, it still kills me that the first episode, the first 5 minutes of it, it starts off with him crying and whacking off to his ex-girlfriend. I'll never forget that cold open.
Thanks for the spoiler, Dick.
I mean, it's not a spoiler. I've told you about it before. I told you about it whenever I first watched the first episode. And you said, I'm going to have to take the anime out.
That would have been really funny to watch.
Oh, no, trust me. That's not even, like, scratching the surface of it. It's such a good... You need to see it. Like, I'm not giving you anything other than that. Rent-A-Girlfriend, new season of, is really good.
I still haven't watched a single episode.
Oh, it's so
I'm like
good.
on episode 3.
So good. I'm caught up. I just saw it most recently before we started the podcast, and I was like, oh shit.
Are we talking about Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
Kid and the best girl.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I don't know why, but a kid that's
I
better than
strictly
me.
remember telling you this, and you was like, Jimmy, no. And I was like, Jimmy,
Jimmy,
yes.
no, your best
And he
girl. And I was like,
Jimmy.
well, Jimmy, usually you're right at most times.
I mean,
But
I was right
I
about
like to be the rebel.
beating fucking a god tier sucking anime.
No, it's a shit tier anime. Copper will back me up on that.
Which one?
Gotta be the
Copper,
Twin Tails.
Copper, man.
It's literally perfection, glitch. Go watch it.
Gotta
Okay.
be the Twin
For
Tails.
those of you,
Yes.
for those of you Blenderites at home, which is what I'm calling our fans, so we can think of something better, because Blenderites is fucking terrible. For those of you Blenderites at home, me and Copley sit down in person and watched Gotta Be the Twin Tail. We watched one episode of it, and
Say
then we
in
watched
purple.
another anime that I won't mention in person. Shut up.
Um,
But
So we need no fucking...
I'll let Copley his opinion on it, because you've all heard my opinion of Gotta Be the Twin Tail. You've heard me do the rant. Copley, if you will.
Ellenberg. It's the best. The greatest.
It's like right
Lay
up
the
there
gods.
with Shuffle and SAO
Oh, God.
and Berserk
No.
up there on my list of
Facts.
amazing.
Fags.
Now I know the trolling.
Fags. See?
Jim and Copley and Welsh talked me into something glitch, and I have to
Hey,
issue
rewatch
a
Shuffle,
discussion about
boys.
something.
They did not,
Hey,
it was
had a good
me.
time,
Yeah.
dude.
They set me down. Well, it was mostly Copley, but Welsh wouldn't shut up about it, and he made me do it. So I watched Shuffle, and the first half of it's good, and the second half of it made me want to put a nail on my dick. Just put a nail right in the head of my
Little
head.
birdie told me that you had a grand time throughout the entirety of it.
Tweet, tweet.
No, I liked the first half of it, and then the last half of it was just absolute shit. Like, I enjoyed the parts until it
Tweet,
started
tweet,
getting
tweet.
serious. Like, whenever
Tweet,
it was
tweet.
just a nice little rom-com, it was good, and then it got real crap real fast. I still disagree with it.
God.
She was in it a lot more than
Listen-
I remember her being.
Yeah,
that doesn't
that's what
mean
I
that
was
it was
gonna
still a good
say.
ending.
She was definitely.
She was in it
like,
more than
there
I thought. It was
so
the girl
much.
who wins is in it more than I thought, but it's
Yeah,
still
so
like.
your whole argument's invalid now. After like
Okay, no,
saying it.
no, they don't even
No,
count
it
her
is.
as a main girl.
No,
no,
your
they
main
don't.
argument was back in the day was she's not
She's in,
even
like,
in
3
1
episodes.
to 2 episodes.
Okay,
She's
yeah,
in
but
the
you gotta
fucking
give me-
every episode.
Yeah, but you got to give me the thing that they never ever explicitly say that he has any feelings for her. They never show he has any feelings for her. She
That's
shows
the
up,
point of
flirts
it
just
being
a
a
little bit, and
twist.
fucks off. They're making a fucking twist. That's just like lightly hinting at something, and then all of a sudden, left turn.
What they tweets?
Left turn.
What
That
that
ain't a twist. That's an M. Night Shyamalan smoking crack sitting up there writing Avatar: The Last Airbender 2 twist. That's a twist nobody wants.
I think it's just made a bitch about the whole situation.
I want to stab that little blue fucker.
What the blue fucker?
You said Avatar.
Oh no, that's a different Avatar. You're thinking of the giant blue tree people on that alien planet. I'm thinking of that show about the bald kid with the wind magic.
That's right. I want to start
Oh,
Aang.
Aang.
Or well, if I'm not mistaken, they pronounce his name in the actual show Ong.
No,
Aang.
they pronounce it Ong in the fucking movie, and it triggers
Yeah.
me. It makes you want to puke blood. And the firebenders can only use fire if there's fire around them. No, they fucking couldn't. They could use fire from the heat around them in the air. That's stupid. The
It
things that that man decided to
no.
do with that movie.
The movie
No,
was
no.
complete
Have you never seen
shit.
it, Glitch? You've
It was
seen the
so
TV show,
bad.
right?
I've seen parts of the show, but not
Okay,
all of
get
it.
this. You remember the time that the Fire Nation attacked that big ice place wherever Katara and Aang went to go learn a little bit of waterbending, and Aang turned into that giant like koi fish and just wrecked
It
shit
didn't
all
even
over
do
the Fire Nation.
that.
Yeah, they didn't even do
Dude,
that in the movie because that's where it stops in the movie. Is they go to that giant ice palace, and
And
then the
it's
Fire
not he
Nation
turns
comes up
into
from
it.
underneath with
It's
drill
one of the
fucking
kois
helmets.
gets killed.
Yeah,
I
because
was about
one
to
of the
say I haven't seen that in
yeah,
hot minute.
Prince Zuko doesn't even sneak in. I don't think he doesn't even sneak in and save one of the koi fish from General whatever the fuck. Because that was good how they did it in the show. It was shit how they did it in the movie because like the fire people were like swimming through the ice and then coming up with drill helmets, which fuck you know they didn't. The giant ghost koi
The
thing
whole
that
fucking
Aang does
thing was
whenever he taps
shit.
into the Avatar state. Katara was a little white girl instead of somebody from the Eskimo places, which usually I don't nitpick about getting the right, you race whenever it
Yes, you
comes
do.
to a movie. But like whenever it comes to like that, it's like they're not little white kids, dude. Like somebody who like Tibetan, they should be somebody like from I don't know. At the very least, like Alaska. Like at the very least. Like I'm sure you can find an Alaskan kid doing lines. I'm positive. Then Netflix is talking about doing another live action version of Avatar: Last Airbender, and the show creators were working on it for a while there, but they both quit and they said that they weren't like happy with the way Netflix was pushing back against them. It's like, okay, well if they quit, what's even the reason to watch it anymore? Because you know Netflix is going to drop the ball. Like Netflix has like a
I mean,
80% chance of fucking it up. There's like a 10% chance that Netflix puts up something decent that's one of their originals.
pretty much almost all the originals they come out with is pretty freaking god tier.
No, some of them aren't. Like I can think of like 4 off the top of my head: Hoops, Castlevania, Backstreet Goku Dolls, and maybe that Baki one. I've not seen it yet, but you say it's god tier.
Baki is the best.
Let's not forget the Witcher series they made.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got the
I forgot about
Witcher, you got
series.
the chilling thing of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, because that show is fucking cool. Like, it's
I didn't watch
crazy.
it.
The Order is definitely like a got to watch. So good.
What's the order?
Order is a TV show. There's 2 seasons now, and it is a secret society in a college that is a covenant of witches and warlocks. And then there's Knights of St. Christopher that are werewolves that are made to kill them. And it is fucking cool.
That actually sounds pretty sweet.
It's really good.
I tell you, there's these books I was thinking of laying in bed. I don't know if you guys remember this series, but there used to be an old set of computer games called Hellgate. And it's like Hellgates opened up all over like America, London, China, Russia, what have you. And I was reading this book whenever I was in, I think it was either middle school or early high school, because I went to a phase where I had no friends. And like I just read a lot of books. And I read this Hellgate book that I had, and I don't know where it's at. I would love to find it, and I would love to finish it. But I had this Hellgate book where it was talking about this Templar or whatever. She was wearing this suit that had it to where if she landed, there was gel padding in it to where it would help her roll and absorb all the damage. And her helmet had like a 360-degree camera on it. And I just thought that was cool as shit. sniping demons and stuff. It sounded really awesome. I would love to reread those books, or at least watch like an animation of it. That, and I would love to have the Devil May Cry books again, because I had like 2 or 3 of those Devil May Cry books, and I found out recently that DMC5 had made all the books canon, the books and the TV show, really. Which DMC, I believe it was DMC Devil May Cry.
Live action of DMC.
They're already talking about doing a DMC show. Or at least that's what was, the buzz around Twitter. And they was gonna have the guy who did Castlevania. They were gonna have him direct it. Which, I mean, fucking A, I'm sold. Anybody who directed Castlevania or had anything to do with Castlevania, please work on my Devil May Cry show. Please, I'm begging you. Because Castlevania was fucking good. Like, at least the first season. I'm not seeing the second season, but I've heard good things about the second season.
It's alright.
But you watched Weathering with You, didn't you? Oh, Glitch is dead. I'm not forgotten.
Alright. Bye bye.
Jimmy, have you seen
What was
Weathering with You?
talking about? Weathering with You, yes.
Did you like it?
Jim left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to spoilers, but like, I thought it was pretty.
Yeah,
The number one thing I wanted to know was, what do you think his parents had to say to him whenever he
Why
came
my
back?
peep
What do
be
you
so
think?
hard?
I don't think that his parents said that to him.
Well, me and my parents obviously had a different conversation.
That and they never explained
I don't
why
know.
he had the broken nose or the bandage over his nose whenever he first got to Tokyo. They never explained
Well,
that.
enough to make it radiant. We need to go back
Looked like
to
he got his
literature.
ass kicked somehow. And I don't remember it ever explaining how he got his ass kicked.
Sorry, I just got back.
You think it explains it? I don't remember it, but Glitch, you saw Weathering with You. Do you remember? Do you remember if it said anything about why he had that bandage over his face? It looked like he had shit kicked out of him.
Didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did.
Why did it stop?
I don't remember it explaining it. But
I don't think they explained it, but I'm pretty sure they did show it. Him getting the shit kicked out of him.
Another one.
I don't know. They were real murky about the shit that happened back home. They really just kind of focused on the story of what was going on in Tokyo.
Yeah.
A Silent Voice was also absolutely wonderful. I tried to read the manga to it because it's supposed to be a lot more in the manga than it was in the animation, but I mean, I don't know. I just didn't really find the drive to do it yet. I've been trying to I've been trying to read a couple other more mangas here. Hinjo is one that I've been really into, and they've caught up with the laws, so I'm just waiting on more to be released because I mean, the translators can only go so fast. A lot of my manga apparently have caught up to their raws, so I'm just kind of waiting here and there for translations, and it's taken about a month to get one chapter, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that I'm not
month per
too interested
chapter?
in, like Komi-san. Well, I mean, yeah, a month per chapter, but like the ones I'm not too interested in, like Komi-san, they every 2 weeks they get a new chapter, and I don't know, man, I like Komi-san. It's very slow going.
Mm-hmm.
Like there comes to a point where it's too wholesome, you know. Like at some point, I'd like to see a bit of
too wholesome.
Well, Jim, at some point, I'd like to see a little bit of a progression between her and Tadano, like, you know, because it's been like 10 chapters now, and ain't shit happened.
That's literally the point of the manga.
The point of the manga is Seinfeld, and not shit happens.
It's a wholesome manga, you twat.
Okay, yeah, I get that it's a wholesome manga, but I would like there's something to go on, you know? I'm not saying that they have to, like, just throw her down in the middle of the fucking room and just absolutely just beat the pussy up. I'm just saying, like...
I mean, we're not saying you
know,
don't
maybe, like...
not need to either.
I mean, I don't think that he needs to. I'm not... I don't know, but Komi-san is not one that I would like, you know,
Sounds
lose.
like he's a
I
bitch that
bet
can't seal the
you,
deal.
I bet you look up Comey-san leads, don't you? You fucking degenerate.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay, now if you want to know
Fucking
who I do
DGM.
loot, Aqua from Konosuba. Aqua from Konosuba is free game.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
100%.
If you don't have Aqua Ludes on your phone, I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Then you're a fucking liar.
It's like I
I
have so
definitely
many
don't
Aqua
watch
Ludes.
Ludes.
Definitely not.
Okay, well then I guess I'm just a fucking weirdo for having a whole bunch of Aqua Ludes and not a lot of darkness because I just don't find darkness hot. A lot of weak stuff.
I mean, you did at one point say Amelia was best girl, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Amelia is
He
best
still
girl
thinks
whenever
she is.
Echidna's not into the fucking mix. Echidna's not into the mix, Amelia is 100% best girl.
I just want to state the fact so much of the arguments we used to get into because Rim was best girl.
I mean,
I just don't
And
think that
I would
Rim's best girl
say
anymore.
Amelia, like, nonstop just to piss him off.
I still think it's funny. I saw that meme where somebody's like, "Does it move? No. Should it? Yes. Spray WD-40 on it. Spraying WD-40 on Rim."
Oh god.
but like at least Rim, like the internet can crucify whoever they want to, but let's be real here. Rim was good the first season, but then they introduced a kid named Frederica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. Frederica's definitely like a second tier god tier waifu, but like I don't know. Like as it stands right now, it goes Echidna, Amelia, Frederica, Rim. But no, hold on. Let me restart.
I can hear the disappointment
Echidna,
in Jim's
Amelia,
voice.
Frederica, Ram, because I like Ram. She's
Like,
sassy.
I was gonna say
please, no
Ram.
spoilers, but with everything that's happening with Amelia right now, I'm sorry. I don't say you lose all disrespect for me if fucking you still think she's waifu material.
I really gotta watch it.
Jimmy, you know what? We need to have a conversation, just you and me, and it needs to be
Some
spoiler
lotion
heavy.
and a
We need
loofah.
to have a conversation about it. Off
Some lotion
podcast.
and a loofah.
Heard you got a fat cock. I got a fat cock too. You, me, two fat cocks. Some blue. Anyway. What was I saying? I was saying something.
You said you had a fat cock.
No, before that joke, I was talking about something else. We were talking about who's best girl, and I wanted to talk about some other one that I was thinking about, and I fucking forgot. Ah, shit. Have you guys
Listen, you're
seen
forgetting the
3D? What?
main best girl of ReZero.
Speedway?
Don't say it.
Oh, you know I'm gonna say it.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh god, don't no.
If you say Betty, I'm
You
calling
know
the
what,
police.
Braden? You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Felix is pretty damn good.
Felix is right in front of everyone.
I
Come on
knew
now.
you were gonna say that shit.
Oh god. My cat boys, Red
Hey!
cat boys.
Tatiana Prime Blueprint, baby.
Yeah.
Titania.
I'll say it however I want, Mr. Lazaga.
Lazaga. Lazaga is delicious. You shut your whore mouth.
Saga. I have.
Maybe if I shut my
never
whore mouth, my
in
mouth ain't a
life-
whore anymore. God, that may sound like I
You know
suck
the
a
whole
lot of
reason I
dick.
call it Lazaga? You want to know the whole reason I piss you off? Because it's going to piss you off even worse. There's these dumbass little cartoons that people make of a poorly drawn Garfield. And for some reason, the guy who's like voicing it in the computer program they used to put a voice to it sounds like the dude who used to play Mario in that one really bad Mario movie they did in the 80s. It's like a really like
Whoa
gruff,
now.
husky
Shut your whore
80s
mouth.
Boston
That movie
guy,
was
you know?
amazing for its time. For God's
That movie
sakes,
was
John
shit.
Leguizamo was fucking Luigi.
Yeah, and it was still shit. How do you have that much
You're
of a good
shit.
casting and it still be awful? Like, fucking, have you seen Bowser? Bowser just looked like Max Headroom corn rolls. Like, it was terrible. The Goombas
He
was
was a
just a guy.
He was a velociraptor, you clown.
The Goomba was just a guy with like a fucking mask on. All right, the Goombas
Now the
sucked.
host, not Prince or King, that part was fucking weird.
I don't even remember what Peach looked like. Movie
I mean,
seems like
she
a
didn't
fucking
look
fever
bad
dream
for
from long ago.
80s women, I guess, or 90s.
80s women just did not look good. I could not. I mean, not that
It's
I get
because
any
Razor
pussy
wasn't
now, but I would
invented.
definitely. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be able to get any pussy in the 80s. Bitches walking around with hair like a lino, fucking
I mean, I
blown
don't
out to
know.
the
Think
side, and like
about
they
it.
stuck their tongue in a fucking lamp.
Sam Kinnigan, or however you say his last name, got laid. I
Kinnison.
think you got a chance.
Kinnison, yeah.
No, that's not the point.
That's
I'm
because
saying I
Sam
wouldn't
Kinnison
fuck
was
80s women
hilarious.
because
He is
yeah,
not
Sam Kinison was
hilarious.
funnier than I was.
No, all he does is fucking yell.
True.
I've tried watching his stand up over and over. It's literally him nonstop going, "Pussy!" I'm sorry.
You know what's really
And
funny?
somehow,
Dave
There
Attell.
was no
some
talent, no
people find that
skill or
funny.
anything. Well, back
Dave
then they
Attell is one of the
fucking didn't
funniest
have
comedians
like
out there
Dan
now.
Cummins and Christopher Titus type stand up. That was shit.
But one of my favorites is fucking the man. I forget his name. He like tells the story of how he
Richard
joined the Russian
Pryor,
mob.
by God, that's all I gotta say.
Did you
Look,
hear the
all I'm saying
story
is,
of Ralphie May? How Sam
what?
Kinison told him like trolled him basically. You didn't have you heard
No, do
that?
share.
He was Ralphie May was starting off and uh he was like opening for Sam Kinison and he was like, do you have any like pointers or something like that? And he's like, yeah, just start yelling or something. And at the end of the day, he fucking bombed that show. And
That's what I'm saying. Literally, that's his bit. I'm gonna yell, or was his bit.
Well, no, I mean,
Mhm.
like, I think Sam did that just to be a dick. I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Sammy Kinison
literally.
seems like the type of guy that just be an asshole to somebody. I mean,
No,
walking out
like
with like two hookers in like latex gear on leashes. I mean, I don't know. He seems like the kind of guy that thinks the shit don't stink. I'd buy that out of Sam Kinison.
I've tried watching his stand up. It's just horrible.
Like I was saying, Dave Attell, y'all got to check him out. I was listening to his shit last night, and he said he want to have sex so good that it sounds like a boot stuck in mud, only worse. And I laughed my ass
Oh
off so I couldn't
god.
fucking see straight.
Oh god.
Yeah, he says some really fuck shit. Like it's pretty funny. Like that's his whole like comedy and shock value, but it's pretty fucking good, dude. Like y'all gotta listen to some of his shit. Him and I like Ralphie May pretty good. Fluffy.
Rest in peace, Ralphie.
Fluffy's pretty good. Yeah, rest in peace,
Mhm.
Ralphie. I like Bert Kreischer. Bert Kreischer's really funny.
The fucking machine.
The Machine.
Yeah, I'll say in my opinion, he's one of the best ones out right now.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bert's pretty good. Bill Burr is really good too. People seem to be riding Bill Burr's dick pretty hard because he doesn't care to tell people to fuck off.
See, like I liked him in the Effort Family. I just don't. I don't like his stand up.
I like his stand up pretty good. People think Tom Papa is pretty funny, but I don't think Tom Papa's all that funny. Like I think it's kind of, I don't know if I should say this or not, but it's kind of pompous the way he does it.
I think he's
cuss
funny
a little
looking.
bit. I kind of feel like I kind of think that he like thinks he's a little better than everybody else because he refuses to curse in his stand up. I don't know. That might just be me overthinking it, but I can't get into Tom Papa stuff. I'm sure he's a lovely man. I just can't get into his stand up, I guess. I don't know. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Do you guys have like old video games or like old memories? Like those hit you like a flash, and like those come no. Like oh, I remember that. Like I went through this like whole binge the other. I was just looking at crap from my childhood, and I was just like, man, this has not aged well. How did I ever think these graphics looked amazing? How did I ever think this is what like the top tier next gen shit's gonna look like?
Maybe
You
we
know?
wasn't
Like
spoiled.
this is just some. Well, no, we're spoiled now, definitely, but like this is just some fucking shapes they put together, and it kind of looks like it. Like you look at the old Metal Gear Solid, right? And I literally watched a man in a cutscene. His hand was just like a shape, and like his hand just kind of went through the gun, and it just like made a pop noise. And I was like, how do I ever take this seriously?
You best watch your
I
word
don't know.
mouth when
Old
you talk about
PS1
Metal Gear
graphics.
Solid.
Oh, I'm not saying Metal Gear Solid isn't a really confusing story and a great triumph, but I'm saying like, the first Metal Gear Solid's graphics do not hold up.
I
The
mean,
same thing with that
today,
really good
no.
Spawn game they came out with on PS1. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played the PS1 version of Spawn, but I was watching a playthrough of that the other day, and I was like, man, I did not get far in this game as a kid. I kept just replaying the first level. Because I was watching, like, there's so much more to the game that I didn't get into, and I found out I've always sucked at video games. I just convinced myself I was good when I was a kid, when in reality I was fucking terrible. I've always been bad at video games.
Yeah, yeah.
Mister almost
Same,
lost his
same with
home,
me
Mac.
for an extent.
I mean, like, there's this old game. It was a PS1 game that was a platformer, and it was called Gex. And it was about this smart-ass little lizard who would make a bunch of
He was a
celebrity
spy.
references. Well, he was a spy in the later ones. In the one I played, he was trapped inside of a TV.
Shut your mouth.
I played the one where some, like, big, fucked up CG bug sent this little tiny bug into his house and sucked him into a TV, and I never got out of the graveyard level. Because I kept getting stuck and dying in the graveyard level, and I would just have to redo the entire level, and it was like I was just listening to some of the shit that he used to say, and I didn't get it whenever I was a kid, but I kind of got the jokes when I was older, and they're really lame. I loved them because of the nostalgia, but if I heard them today, I was like, that's crap. Like it was. I like the slime boy. His touch. He's talking about the slime all over the gravestones or something. Like the funniest one that he did was he did a Shaggy impression that was really bad. He's just like, "Flags on, Scooby, we gotta get out of here, back to the mystery machine." Like he's just, I
I
don't
thought
know.
you were supposed to do a
Like it
bad
was
impression.
bad, but it was good at the same time. Like it was good, but bad. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm saying. There's old games that give me nostalgia boners, if that makes any sense.
But obviously the design and the graphics aren't the best. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you ever played Crash Team Racing, it's Sony's answer to fucking Mario Kart, and it's just all the Crash Bands and they race. That's it. That's the whole game. Now it wasn't the best, but it was pretty fun for its time. It was a nice little fuck around, play for a few minutes and then go do something else.
Oh
Like it
god,
was okay, you know.
what's that one PS3 game? It's like a battle, kind of like Super
All Stars.
Mario, like Smash. Yeah, All Stars. Have you ever played that?
Yeah, it had like Nathan Drake and Tomb Raider and like
Kratos,
Kratos and all them
Meat
in it. And they
Boy,
whooped each other's
Sackboy, whatever.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sackboy.
Never got to do that. I
I never
switched
played
frames
it,
real
but I heard
quick.
it was good.
Wait.
Yeah. Me and my friends we used to play that every day at our buddy's house. And oh,
I
it was just a good game. I
Did you
liked
ever play
it.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Glitch?
Uh-uh.
Best one.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon is arguably the best Mortal Kombat they've ever made.
I mean,
It's like,
characters to play with, it made it literally the best.
I mean, that plus
You
all
had
the
over
minigame shit.
100
I mean, they
characters.
had
The Mario
combat
Kart.
art. Yeah, they had art. They had an entire single player story where you made your own character and you ran. Well, no, you played as some dude in the single player
Use
story, but you got to
Tyrell.
make your own character. Yeah, you just use Tyrone or something, and you was trying to hunt your brother down because he betrayed your clan or shit like that, and you ran throughout world, and like you
Fighting
just
Blaze was
leveled up
so
your
easy.
powers and shit, and it was fun. It was a fun little single player story, and it was separate from the other single player story that they had, and they had like a bunch of mini games. The crypt was in it. I liked the way they did the crypt in that. It was good. The whole story was about this big lava monster that made this giant Aztec tower, and people were trying to fight their way to the top to win, and they were slowly getting their asses kicked. And like it had zombie Liu Kang and all that in it. It was cool. It was a really, really cool thing. It took place right after that story that they did where it was Liu Kang and that dude with the
Challenge.
hat.
No,
And
not.
I don't remember his fucking name, dude. I've always thought he was lame. But it was that dude with the
Oh,
It's
hat
Kung
and Liu
Lao.
Kung Lao.
Kang, and it was after they
It's
died. Yeah,
Shaolin
Kung Lao.
monks. For sure.
It might have been Shaolin Monks. I think that's what it was called. It was a PS2
That was a
exclusive. I know
fun
that.
game.
I was gonna say I
I never
haven't
played
played
it.
it, but my friend definitely has played it. He's like a Mortal Kombat,
Jim, I
like
need you
that's
to
his
stand
game.
beside me.
That's like his favorite game.
I put a cocaine build on.
I
And
tell
I
you
don't
what was a
think you're
good
ready for
game. That was a
this.
good fighting game. You guys remember Def Jam?
Oh my
Fight for New
god,
York
yeah.
was by far the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one I had, but I had. I think it was. I
If
think it
you
was
had the one
Vendetta.
that Snoop Dogg was the main villain, then you had
I don't remember.
Def Jam,
It was for the
New
PS2.
York.
I think it was the first one.
I
It was the
remember
first
it,
one that was for
but
the PS2.
not
Did
like
the one you have David
perfect.
Banner, Bone Crusher, Bubba Sparks,
Yes.
Flavor
Yes.
Flav? Yeah, that's New York.
Yes.
Fat
That was a good
Joe.
one.
That was the
I
best
remember.
one.
I remember I was trying to upgrade my character and make him look cool, and I always put
You
my
ready for
character
this,
in
Jim?
Tim's because I always thought like cool rappers wore Tim's. That was what I had in my impression as a kid. It's like, yeah, every rapper's got to wear a pair of Timberland boots. And I used to always think, man, I want a pair of Tim's whenever I grow up. And then I said how much they were, and I was like, man, fuck a pair of Tim's.
Bro, I got
It's
those.
like, oh yeah, but like Timberlands are like expensive now. They weren't when we were kids, but they're fucking expensive now. Ridiculous. I guess all these rappers like Flavor Flav, Lil Jon, and all them wore Timberlands and give them that press, and now Tim's sell for as much of a fucking pair of Air Jordans. Which I mean, if you pay $200 for a shoe, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, my man's.
You obviously, those are cheap shoes.
$200 for a pair of shoes. That shoes better suck my dick and make me fly.
There's a pair of
I
Nikes that automatically, like, the, but it wasn't shoelace, but it was the strap automatically worked by itself and everything. And, like, there was only so many
Back to the
made.
Future shoes.
Yeah.
It just seems like you just put batteries in your shoes.
They are really up there.
Like I know that there was like some shoes that created Wi-Fi. That was a Kickstarter I saw in an iDubbbz video
what the
once.
hell?
And I was just like, that doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
That created Wi-Fi?
Yeah, they created Wi-Fi.
Great. My baby's just
What is like generate energy or something like that every time you take a step?
I don't know, but I just know they made Wi-Fi. That's all I know. Jimmy, you been awful quiet, sir. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I was in a heated battle of PvP on 7 Deadly Sins of the guy talking trash. Brandon, are you being
Hi,
invaded?
Philip.
someone is. I don't know who it is. It ain't me.
After
It's got to
my
be y'all stalker
after my
boy.
next point, you guys ought to
They've
talk
never
about your
put the
7
fucking
Deadly Sins
marker.
game that you've been going balls deep into, and then I will talk about Stardew Valley that I've been going balls deep into, and then Glitch, you can talk about COD, how you've been going balls deep into that.
Which
There's this
loves
old
being
game.
bald deep in some
Oh
God.
god.
Speaking of this old game that was a rapper tie-in, and it was you played as the RZA, and you was trying to revenge your clan or something. And it was a Wu-Tang Clan game. It was all about the Wu-Tang Clan. And I liked playing this old dirty bastard because his name had bastard in it, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I watched
As a
that
Didn't they come out with the
kid,
Warriors game?
thing they did on
yeah.
Hulu for the Wu Tang. It was really good.
I mean, until like 3 months ago, I'd never heard a Wu-Tang song.
I'll be back.
Like I'd never heard a Wu-Tang song before in my entire life before like 3 months ago, and it was okay. And then I heard a System of a Down cover of a song that they did, and it was okay. I'm not a big rap guy
Huh.
though.
I know what song it is.
Same.
Yeah, you do know what song it is. Shame on something, and we're not going into it. But yeah, it's a good song though. I mean, I wouldn't like blast it, but it's pretty good. I've been getting really heavy into metal lately. Like the Bird, the Bear. I've been listening to them pretty good. Avatar is my favorite band.
Bonnie and the Bear, you
The,
fucking clown!
Bunny and the Bear. Sorry, I'm even looking right at the fucking
It's
album, and I said Bird.
not fucking Banjo Kazooie!
I've never even played Banjo Kazooie, but
Swear to God!
the
Fucking
only reason I
trigger!
call it that is because of that fucking Sea of Thieves pack, the Bird and the Bear pack, and I can't get it out of my head. I'm so used to it now. But it's the Bunny and the Bear, and it's a metal band where one guy does like soft, smooth harmonics, and the other guy does like a scream growl thing. I don't know. It's
The
odd,
bunny
but
does the
it
growls
works.
and the lows, and the bear does super clean singing.
One does one does the other. I couldn't tell you, but they're it's nice. It's real nice.
Bear and a
Avatar is my
bird.
favorite band. They're a Swedish metal band. They're the fucking best. They came out with a new CD lately, and it gave me the big PP. I liked a whole bunch of them except for like two or three of them. I didn't like Gun, and there was like another one I didn't really care for, but the rest of them were pretty good. Best
Tim, we were
song
getting
on the
so
whole
screwed.
one was Secret Door.
That was my
I
last one, by the way.
I used to be real
I
big
still have
anti
two, I think.
Metallica, but I like Metallica pretty good now. Still can't get
Oh
into
yeah.
Pantera though. I don't like Pantera too well. I can't get into the lead singer's voice. He sounds like he's gargling gravel. It sounds like it hurts him to sing. Like it's real raspy. I can't
That
get into
man
real
is a
raspy
visionary.
stuff.
He was doing that shit
I mean,
before
like
anybody thought it was going to be good.
I like Cowboys from Hell. Okay, I don't. I mean, I have to be in the mood to listen to it. And Walk is all right, but I mean, other than those two poster songs, I can't really get into them. You know.
You go listen to Cemetery Gate, tell me you don't fucking like that song.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I just still can't get into it. And a lot of people look at me funny for it. Like I like Backcountry, and I like this that one talks about like the Beast and the Harlot. I like the Beast and the Harlot, and I like Backcountry. Only two Avenged Sevenfold songs I like. The rest of them can't stand them.
Have you even listened to him?
I haven't listened to
Yeah,
anything
I
from
listen to a
Hail to
whole
the
lot of
King.
Avenged Sevenfold. I mean, like back in, I believe it was middle school. There was this douche who used to bring his guitar to school every day, and he would sit and play his guitar for the girls. And I just think, what a fucking tool bag! Always wearing Avenged Sevenfold shirts, constantly quoting Avenged Sevenfold. He was a general fucking knob, just a bell end. And I just couldn't stand the kid, and it kind of put me off the band to begin with. And I tried to listen to him to see if I like him, and I just couldn't get into M Shadow's voice. Just like he sounds like a giant gold throat fucked him before he went in to record. His voice just sounds real gravelly. I can't get into it.
Well,
Like
before
somebody
that,
just
man,
throat punched him. Go ahead,
But you
Shay.
got
But
some
my dog is
hardcore
going in and out
feedback
real
going with
bad.
your mic.
You need to unplug, glitch, and replug. You're a
Yeah.
robot, brother.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand,
Brandon, can you make one radiant?
we look.
You on the other hand?
I like him in Sevenfold until the Rev died. Nightmare was the best CD, and then after that, like Hell to the King was alright. It had a couple good songs, but To the Stage is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever heard in my life. But before the Rev died, Ben Sevenfold was one of my top favorites.
Like Linkin Park,
is it better?
they
Is it better
sucked
now?
after like their third album. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
better now.
you good.
I mean, like they
All
had
right.
like
What?
one song that was kind of okay. It was that one from Transformers. I forget what
After
it
Minutes
was,
to
but
Midnight, they went downhill.
I don't know. I'm just also I didn't really like that one they did with Jay Z where they just rehashed their old shit and did it with Jay Z because I don't really like Jay Z. Although I did see that his wife was getting a divorce from him, and she wanted $2 million as spousal support for having a divorce from him, and it's like, no, no, you gave up that right. That's what divorce is. He doesn't have to pay you shit. I get that you're accustomed to a certain type of living, but fuck you. I don't know about you boys,
Or,
but if I was rich and famous and somebody wanted a divorce from me and they said, hey, give me $2 million a month just for like being alive, I'd be like, how about you suck the tip of my pee pee? How about that? But you take a long walk off a short cliff, you ain't getting shit. That's just me, though. I mean, I
Or what
get
I was
child
saying
support. That's one
before.
thing.
hmm What I was
Go
saying
ahead, sorry.
before was after Vince Armstrong's first album, M Shadows had to have vocal cord surgery because I guess it got messed
Yeah,
up.
after the sounding of the Seven Trumpets CD.
He had to have surgery on his
Yeah,
vocal cords.
other than the warmness of your soul, every bit of that CD is nothing but hard.
hmm And that messed him up pretty good. So he wasn't
Which is crazy because,
same
like,
after
if you
that.
listen to it, half the growls and screams he does is all raspy, and it ain't even like hardcore compared to what some people do in other bands, and that's what fucking did him in.
I mean, that's like Adele. Adele, after, like, I believe it was her second or third CD, like, she blew out her voice, and now she sounds completely different. She didn't sound worse, she just sounds completely different. God, I
Did
love
the world a
Adele.
favor.
Nah, dude, her music's great. And that woman is somebody little girls should look up to. She's dignified. She doesn't get up there and shake her ass and all that like Miley Cyrus. She dresses very,
Mm.
very appropriately for being out in the public eye. She tries to be strong, dignified, somebody that people should look up to. Her music's great. She's just a wonderful person. She even took time off to raise her kids, from singing. I have nothing but respect for Adele. God bless that woman. I have nothing but respect for her.
Jim,
I
they've
mean,
done
Rolling in
something
the Deep is a
insane.
fucking bop.
Hmm.
They gave us the blue gems revolution in the gold coins right now.
Oh, so talk about your guys' Seven Deadly Sins game. You guys wanted to talk about it on the show
Y'all to go.
tonight.
I mean, it's Seven Deadly Sins is probably one of the best iterations of the game to date. A mobile game, mind you. That's a lot of explosions, by the way, Brandon. I don't know what the fuck you got going on back there, brother, but
Mind your business.
it's a lot of death. Yeah, they just recently came out with one of the best characters, Lost
Chris
Lane
is like,
Meliodas,
wish to God never would have deleted my Warframe now.
and
I mean, in a way I do, but in a way I'm happy I did because it gave me a new sense of purpose for it.
No,
Go on, Jimmy.
In space.
I'm doing the podcast. Y'all to go.
but yeah, I was just playing. I've been playing. Me and Brandon been playing PvP. Making people rage quit. Like I said, the reason I was quiet a minute ago is because like you have a combat class in this game, and it dictates who goes first. And this guy had a higher combat class, and he like did a bunch of laughs, like he's gonna whoop my ass. And well, he
Rage quit.
got murdered.
Well, I mean, have you guys stopped playing that Data Love game in exchange for this new
No,
one?
I
Or
play it every day.
We don't want to
I'll
talk
play
about
it.
all the storage our phone has taken up because of apps.
Stayed Alive, Dragon Ball Legends, Seven Deadly Sins.
Legends,
For
Fate.
me, I got fucking Azure Lane, Fate,
That's I
Arcdice.
quit that.
dude, I would love it if they came out with like an Xbox One Black Clover game. That would be the shit.
I mean, there's one on PS4.
Listen,
I may have
there's
to end
so
up
many
getting
good
the
things to do.
PS4
One
Black
thing I
Clover
wish
game.
they would do, they would absolutely do. Somebody would pick up and make an RPG of kind of like a JRPG of Dan Machi for console. And instead of it like being
Y'all hear
Bell,
me?
you could
Yeah,
like
we hear you.
create your own
Okay.
character, and then you get to go and take a test to join a familia, and then like you can go on your own little adventure and raise like your reputation within
But
Kind
what,
of
your
like the
family.
SAO games, except for not about a shit TV show.
I mean,
but what about
I'd play
it's
Battletoads?
just
that.
actually really good.
I don't like SAO. I don't care if the new season's got good. The old seasons suck ass.
They really don't though.
After the 12th
Like I
episode,
enjoyed
I
them
checked
all,
out.
all because they get elf ears. I swear to God.
No, because they go to the stupid fairy world and they should have got out. Allison should not have been pulled into some stupid giant bird cage by some fucking rapist who wanted to buy her from her dad. By the way, nobody mentions that Motherfucker bought her from her dad, just straight up like, hey, here's like $1,000,000 yen. I own your daughter now. And the guy's like, cool, no hospital bills. Yeet. It's like nobody ever fucking talks about that. Now that she's out of
I
the fucking
mean,
thing, nobody ever says a word about that. It's like, hey,
it
remember the time
just
you tried to
shows
fucking
how
sell
shitty
me?
people are, though. Listen to me, okay? It is story purposes. There's a reason that is put in there. One, it's to show how shitty Austin's parents really are. And two, it's to show how shitty and how fucking desperate that man is to get some puss.
Okay, look, I'm willing to take that L. But you have to admit they could have written the story for that part of the story way better than the fucking garbage heap that they gave us. The story
I
itself,
like it.
revolving around him and his sister, was ass.
I mean, not really, because it's like
Lilith is
after
awesome.
that, they bond after she finds out that it's her brother.
I could get that.
Because
But I could give a fat rat swollen cock about it. I really could. They didn't do anything to pull me back into it. I was thinking, okay, they're out of Aincrad. That's cool. Let's see what's going to go on. Let's see how they, recover from all this. Let's see how they deal with, the world just suddenly losing like 2,000 people, and then, they come back to the world after everything's gone. Let's see that. That would have made a much better story than, oh, no, she's back in this birdcage in this stupid fairy game where they have to climb this big-ass tree. That's dumb. That's really dumb. I'd rather see
That
them
tree was
adjusting
God.
back to the real world and fighting, but that is a different anime, and I will not go into it. I have promised you I will not shit on that anime, and I'm trying to keep my fucking promise. But what I'm saying is, they should have done a thing where they're in the real world and they're trying to adjust back to it instead of, oh no, anime Jesus now has to go and be a fairy boy and he has to bond with his sister, but he
listen,
doesn't know
they
it's his
do go
sister.
into that thing.
When?
Kiryu
Because I didn't see
literally
it,
has problems adjusting back to the real world.
Yep.
He literally
Okay, yeah, you
is
see
in the
Kirito
fetal
a little
position,
bit with the fucking
crying,
fighting and all that, but his sister
and
and the
his
kendo. I
sister-
do see that.
and
What I'm saying is, though,
no. There is
You
a
let him
whole
finish.
section. There is a whole section where Leafa fucking walks over to her brother's room and walks in there and sees him on his bed in the fetal position, crying, by the way, because he can't adjust to the world, because he's
well,
had
that's
to
part
live
of it,
in
but also
Aincrad.
because his fucking anime wife is in another universe in a birdcage, whenever she should be also crying, trying to adjusting back to the real world. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. The part where they went to the stupid fucking elf world was useless and should not have happened. Now, I will say that the part wherever they go to Gungale was okay. It wasn't the worst. It could have been handled a little better, but it was okay. It was fucking par for the course. It was just fine. Compared to the first season, it was shit. But compared to all the other trite that was out at the moment, it was okay. It did all right. It didn't disappoint in any way, shape, or form, except for the ending with the fucking needle. I thought that was kind of dumb, but the rest of it was okay. Because you were asking me to fucking believe in a lot that this man's is able to just kill people by breaking into their house and stabbing them with a needle. Because that's I mean, you have to depend on somebody being home alone, not living with anybody, and just it's like I don't know, just dumb. It's dumb to me. I didn't watch any of the rest of it though. The part wherever he's lost his memory, he's a child.
Oh no, y'all are missing it right now.
Was probably blowing shit up.
Fucking trigger me, you son of a bitch.
This man was running around and not for fucking sitting in one place to collect the relics.
Yeah.
And we didn't collect them all, and then he comes through and he's like, learn how this works. And Brandon was like, eat ass. And now they're on a rant.
Oh Lord. Oh, I think Glitch. I think Glitch lagged out.
Where did Glitch go?
He's not even online anymore. He's not even online anymore. I think his internet died.
That's not fair. I was about to top it.
But just remember, whatever you type can appear on Jimmy's screen.
Oh, we will water He-Man and play Battletoads. That's what I'm talking
It was
about.
supposed to say watch. Fucking. He left. He left the
Um,
squad.
what was I saying? I've been playing Stardew Valley here recently, switching up off of shit's AO. It's been really good. You guys know, you've been sitting here, into parties with me while I've been playing it. That's all I've done since I bought the game is play it. It's really good. It's really simplistic. Oh, glitch was on for just a moment. Now he's back off again. I think he's having issues, boys.
His internet's probably going out.
Missing some.
But I like the simplicity of it. I like that you can just sit and farm, waste away the days, farming, fishing, going into some dark deep hole and fighting a bunch of squishy stuff. Like it's good times. Like I really enjoyed it at least. It's nice to get a break from FPSs or flying games or what have you, to just do something that's just a time waster.
Oh, well, Brandon liked that.
Did Brandon lag out too?
Yeah, he just left the game, so I can only assume his internet's dropping.
He's in Warframe menus. Well, Jimmy, we're slowly losing members like flies, and I think we've been going about an hour. So you want to just wrap it up here?
Listen, chat. Listen, YouTube, chat. Welsh. I know you'll be watching, Welsh. So you listen
Welsh.
good and well, Welsh. Gotta be the Twin Tails is a masterpiece.
Oh
No
my
matter
God!
what Chris says.
Don't listen to this man. He's a liar. He's a liar, and he sells bootleg CDs out behind the McDonald's. Don't listen to this motherfucker. He sells bootleg VHS. Nobody even has VHS
Bootleg
player anymore. This man
VHS,
sells
huh?
bootleg VHS.
Bootleg VHS.
He's got troubles, motherfuckers. You guys want to watch Big on VHS? Jimmy's like, I got Fantastic Beasts on VHS. How did you get it on VHS? It's only on DVD. A lot of doing, a little bit of gumption. Glitch, you alright, buddy?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi crashed. I don't know
What
what's
about
going
that?
on there.
You're talking about Jimmy selling bootleg VHSs behind the McDonald's in the back of his truck.
Facts. Fucking facts.
Y'all want to watch Aquaman on VHS?
Oh God.
You want to go for another 20 minutes, Jimmy, or you want to wrap it up here?
I mean, we could go for another 20 minutes. It don't matter to me.
Glitch, tell us about COD. Tell us what you've been doing. Tell us what you've been up to.
Call of Duty. Basically in the name. Running around, shooting people, dying a lot. As of late, I'm trying to get some of my guns to platinum, which takes a lot of grinding. Luckily, I have most of the guns almost maxed out, but it just still takes a little bit of time. And I just completed my SMGs today. I'm working on my assault rifles now, which is going to take a little bit because there's so many. But yeah, I've been playing Warzone. Haven't been getting that many wins lately, but practice makes perfect. And keep playing at my own pace, and hopefully my team can grow with me. So yeah.
When are you ever going to come
Yeah,
back
you
and play
gotta do it.
Destiny with us?
You got a dedicated team, Glitchy?
Do I have one? But I
Do
don't
you have
know.
a dedicated team?
dedicated thing.
Team
Team.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
TEAM.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're one of the final
Does it
pieces we
include?
need for being raid ready.
Does it include Lone Shadow and Lone Shadow alone?
Includes him, yes, and a couple of my friends from PS4 and a friend on
Oh
PC.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you're raid ready, Glitch, we're pretty much good to go. Because Tanner's pretty much raid ready, so we're just waiting on you to be 1060 so we can do a raid.
Mm-hmm.
I was born raid ready.
Jimmy was born raid ready. The rest of us are raid ready. We're just waiting on you so we can do raids. And trust me, Copley's got that itchy trigger finger, buddy. He'd run a raid right now if we told him. I'm not joking. He would.
Yeah,
He's like a dog.
I got on and I played Warzone yesterday and fucking got top 5 and got killed by a cluster strike and I was actually screaming about it.
I buy that.
What were you playing
I was
solo?
actually
Yesterday,
furious because I was dominating, bro. I was in a building. I had mines everywhere, claymores, you name it. I had that building set up for in game. I was ready. And then a fucking cluster missile hit like the side of the window and blew me to bits. And I was like, "Are you joking me, game?"
What guns were you using?
yesterday I made the most I've
I
ever
had
made
a
ever on
kilo
Stardew. I
and
made a whole 100,000. It
kilo and
was
a fucking dig.
Okay. Yeah, I usually like to run the PKM and like a submachine gun. I used to run the P like a PKM and like a sniper, but I'm gonna veer off that for a little bit.
dude. The what's that one? It's a single shot. I love that one more than anything. On the FML or something like that.
FAL.
Yeah, FAL.
FAL, yeah, FAL. I like the FAL. The FAL rips ass.
That gun was broken for a little bit. Did you hear anything about the FAMAS underbarrel? The shotgun, Jim?
Nope.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Dude, I remember dying from it. I was full health, 3 plate, and got one-shotted. I was like,
I'd
Sounds
buy
about
that.
right.
what? Like, I couldn't believe what just happened. But yeah.
I know I watch a lot of YouTube videos and people talk about hackers real bad on that game. Like I was watching Grizzy. I don't know if you guys ever watch him on YouTube. Shout out to
Hmm.
Grizzy. But he's been playing Warzone a lot lately, and he has just been getting mad. Like if it's not his team fucking him up and trying to dick him over, it's cheaters. People that you don't even see a pixel on their screen, and they'll just aim down sight and pop somebody from like 1,000 meters away, halfway across the map. And it's like, oh
with
yeah,
Y'all
you're
hear
not
me?
aimbotting, buddy. Yeah, we can hear
with
you
the
now.
I'll
with the
be back
car
in about
98.
5 to 6 minutes. I gotta eat something. I'm starting to shake and my blood or sugar's getting low or whatever it is.
All right, buddy.
I'll be right
Just
back.
mute your mic.
But yeah, with the car
But
98
yeah.
with no attachments, just iron sights.
Oh,
Get
I
a
love the
thousand,
car. Yeah.
get 1,000 yard snipe.
It's a fun game, definitely. I gotta update it. I still got like that 60 gig update that they did where it shortens it down to 60 gigs. I was like, man, fuck 60 gigs. I'll go somewhere where it has fast internet. I mean, you guys gotta remember, I get like 4 meg on a good day for
Do you
downloads.
want do you want to know how big this game is with multiplayer?
How big?
187 gigs.
You know how big the game I've been playing is lately? 1 gig.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
something like that.
It's 1 gig, dude, and it has enthralled me. You have no idea.
Oh. Now what's it about?
What?
Started. He wants to know what Started is about.
Oh, have you ever been like playing a game where it looks like one of those old JRPGs where it's like a sprite game and it looks like Pokemon? 'Cause that's basically what it is. It looks like
Uh,
Pokemon. It has the graphics of Pokemon. It's 16-bit, But it's about a guy whose granddad, whenever he's a kid, dies and leaves him this envelope, right? And whenever he gets
Mm.
older, he's working for this company that's basically Walmart. Well, he gets sick of Walmart and he goes, man, fuck this. I want to move to someplace rural, someplace that's kind of quiet, someplace nice. So he moves to this small town that his granddad left him the deed to a farm in. And whenever he opens up his letter, and it's just like this real shitty, rundown farm. It's like a one bedroom, no kitchen, whatever. And it's got like grass everywhere, broke down trees growing up everywhere. Like the whole place just looks like shit. And you start your first day there, they give you 16 parsnip seeds and say, have at it, chief. You start farming, you can go fishing for money, sell the fish at night. You can go mining, and inside the mine, there's monsters that'll try to whoop your ass, like slimes and shit.
Mhm.
Um, you can fall in love in the game. You can get a wife. I got a wife and two kids in the game. I married the bookish girl who's the teacher. I married her and we had two kids, a boy and a girl. I got a big ass farm. Like I mean, I'm talking a big ass farm. Like I even have my own like fish place on the farm now. I have a big ass garden. I have a greenhouse. I have like a chicken coop. I have a place for my cows and my pigs and my goats and my sheep. Like it's great. Like it's like what if Farmville didn't suck ass? Like if you ever played a game called Harvest Moon on Nintendo 64, it was
Mm-mm.
directly inspired by Harvest Moon. So if you like a game that's just this cute little game wherever you do a lot of farming, just real serotonin button hitter. Like it hits the serotonin button in your head. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's the feel good button.
The
It gives you
the
the feel good button in your
relaxation
head. Yeah, it's like Animal Crossing in a way, but it's not.
without someone
Gives you the
trying
same.
to fuck you.
It's similar to Animal Crossing, and there's like six different people you can choose to be your lover or whatever. Out of the
Mm.
girls, I'm pretty sure it's the girl that Copley chose, which is the blue-haired girl with a red dress. She kicks balls and twerks and does a lot of sewing. You got her sister, who's the blonde chick that Jimmy likes. She's real bitchy and snobby, and she's super into fashion too. You have
Oh
the one that I
God.
chose, which is the bookish girl who lives in a trailer park, and her mom drinks a lot and beats her, and she like teaches the school kids at the library because they don't have an actual school. Then you have the girl who's the gamer, and she's the illegitimate daughter of the feed store owner. Uh, Really, it's the wizard's daughter, but you're not supposed to know that till later. Um, yeah, but it's nice. I think that's all the girls that you can romance. Am I forgetting anybody, Jimmy?
Maru, Abigail, Emily,
I forgot
Haley,
about Maru.
Penny.
Maru is the carpenter's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all the girls you can romance in, and there's like five or six guys, but who cares about that?
Yeah.
Like, unless you swing that way, you don't really want to know. I know I made the mistake. I saw a sprite that had long orange hair just standing by the beach. I was like, "How you doing, girl?" I walked up and it said, "Hi, my name's Elliot." And I was like, "Oh God, no! I fucked up. I fucked up."
Run away.
Jimmy and Copley would not let me live it down. They gave me utter hell for that. It's like, "Oh, hi,
Oh, I
Chris likes
fucking bet.
Elliot." It's like, "No." I've seen other people make the same mistakes because he looks like Fabio. That's the problem. The dude looked like Fabio.
All right, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but we're going to have to wrap it up because my Warframe has froze, and I don't want to lose this footage. So
Uh,
I'm going to have to
So
like
thank you
cancel
for
everything.
watching the Blender Boys podcast. Be sure to check out our Twitch. Be sure to check out our Twitter that I'm going to be making very soon. Follow us on YouTube. Follow Glitch on his channel, Glitchmaster28.
On
Follow me on
Twitch, yes, on
Twitter.
Twitch.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Sizzly. Thank you for watching, folks.
Have a good day.
Good day, everybody. Glitch is a bitch.